In this episode, I go to the island of Oahu, Hawaii, and the city of Honolulu, or Waikiki Beach to be more specific. And we're gonna do a couple of adventures, like submarines and helicopters involved, and even a moped. So, let's go! The first day I arrived pretty late, so I just went out to party a little bit and got something to eat. But the second day I jumped just right into it. I rented a moped, pretty expensive and pretty bad shape moped, and headed east to beach hopping and explore the eastern side of the island and the beaches. And now I'm going to try to pronounce some of them. It was the Kalama Beach, Lanikai Beach. It says that Barack Obama has a house there. I don't know, but that's the rumor. And Waimanalo Beach. And as you can see, there's not that many tourists or people at all on these beaches compared to Waikiki Beach, where it's pretty hard to get a spot for yourself, or a spot at all actually. And when you're down here on the Hawaiian Islands, don't forget your sunscreen. The sun down here is really strong, especially when you're driving a moped and you don't feel that you're getting burnt. This trip took around 4 or 5 hours, so it's a perfect day trip. And then I headed back towards Waikiki Beach again to go on another adventure I saw from the airplane over here. The traffic is very easy on Oahu. It's a lot of cars and tourists, but this speed limit is very low, so it's no problem at all. The thing I saw from the plane was this, the Diamond Head. It's an old volcanic cone crater thing, and it used to be a military defense area, and now it's a state national park. It costs $1 for me to park the moped and walk in there, and it's a pretty long walk. Took me about 40 minutes, and it's very steep. I made it in 40 minutes with my beach sandals. I can't recommend to go here in beach sandals, but I didn't plan this, so here I am. And bring a lot of water, because it gets pretty damn hot in this little bowl. And as I said, it's a very long walk and very steep, and in the end it's only stairs. And finally you're at the top and you get your reward, and the reward is this fantastic view. You can see a lot from up here, all the Honolulu and Waikiki area, and on the other way and around, and you can see the mountains and everything. It's a fantastic view up here, so do it. It's almost free. Then I took my moped and went statue hunting. They have a lot of statues, and here you have a Dalai Lama, for example, and this eternal flame memorial for World War II. Elvis Presley statue, of course. And after that I went down to the beach in the sunset to see the Waikiki hula show. The hula show is every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, and it's free. Here you can listen to Hawaiian music and see hula dancers.
Another round of applause for our dancers.
Oh
pretty close to the Duke statue, so it's easy to find.
What's the capital of that island?
I had to go up pretty early in the morning, so this night I wasn't partying anything. There's a lot of parties going on in Waikiki Beach night, so there's no problem to find anything to do. But I took my camera and tried to film a little bit in the dark. It's pretty hard, but you see what it is. I really love these torches they have all around in the city instead of street lights. Just so you know, it's pretty expensive to eat and party in Waikiki. So after the dinner, I just stroll around for a little bit more, and then I head back to my fantastic hotel. I'll leave a link in the description to it. So, we end the first day with some really good street performers, dancers and singers. See you tomorrow. The next day, me and the sun was almost up at the same time, so I had this clean shot of the Duke statue. Then I headed towards the next adventure. So I had to walk for 20-25 minutes in the morning. That's pretty good for my body. So I was thinking we have checked the surroundings of Waikiki on land. Let's go down below sea level and see what's down there. This submarine tour costs around $120 for 1.5-2 hours. They have put some airplanes and ships on the bottom, so the fishes and sea turtles and stuff like the surroundings, so there's a lot of sea. Let's go to a montage. I can really recommend this submarine trip. I had never been in a submarine before, so this was an adventure for me. It was awesome. And here we have the Hilton and the Rainbow Hotel, and they have something in common, and that's this little lagoon for the children to play in. Pretty hot water in there, very shallow. After the boat trip and a walk on the beach, I headed into town to get some lunch and a beer. And I really like these malls they have around in the town of Waikiki. They have tried to get the nature inside, so you have trees and water and flowers almost in every mall, and every mall has an open roof. So that's really, really nice, of course. After lunch and a couple of beers, I went down to the beach for a couple of hours, and then later in the evening I went to the international airport to get on a helicopter. And I can tell you, I've been on helicopters for a couple of times, but never in nighttime. And see Honolulu and Waikiki in a helicopter by night is pretty awesome. It's very, very cozy up there. I choose to have no door at all, so you feel pretty free up there. It's amazing. Unfortunately, you can't get it on film, of course, but if you have the opportunity, try it. It was around 200 bucks. And every Friday, and this was a Friday, the Hilton Hotel has fireworks. So we went there to see them. It was my last day in Waikiki, and today it was the Prince Kuhi parade.
Oh, look there, they look cute. Hi, babies. One typical decorator sold the daughter of Bruce and then he sold the granddaughter of French.
The parade went on for a couple of hours, then I had to go back to the hotel and check out. I left my bag at the reception and went down to the beach again. The departure of the flight was very, very late at night, so I head back to the international airport again. And went up on these machines again, because I love flying. So here comes another montage from the surroundings around Waikiki from air. At the end of the montage you saw the Pearl Harbor and the Pearl Harbor Historic Sites Visitor Center. So I decided I had a couple of hours left before the plane departure, so I jumped in a taxi and went over there to see what they have to offer. The visitor center is free, and even this boat ride out to USS Arizona historical marker, they have closed it down due to renovation. And you have a lot of other museums around here and memorials that cost a little bit of money. but that's probably well worth it. I didn't have time, so everything you can see in this video is the free part of it. I started with the boat ride because I thought it's gonna be a very long queue to enter it, but they have big boats and a couple of them, so it was no problem. Take your time when you're here, can see it all. And here's some other stuff you can see. This visit took me around 2 hours. Then I started to walk towards Waikiki Beach again for the last time. It's a pretty long walk. And I really like this place, Waikiki. I can definitely come back, but it's a little bit expensive for me as a Swede. But I definitely are going back to explore more of the island. I want to go out on the island a little bit more, and the other islands, the Hawaiian Islands. So if you like what I do, please subscribe and like and hit the bell button and leave a comment. See you next time. Bye.